Tons of new adorable Aniimo were revealed, details for the next beta test were confirmed, and a preview of the new home feature was shared. All this and more today. Hello friends, Sarah Sunstone here, bringing you the latest gaming news with Sunnyside Up. Today is January 9th, 2026. Aniimo hosted an official presentation previewing all sorts of new content for the game that the team has been busy working on, along with what Pathfinders, us players, can expect for the next closed beta test. We've got a look at multiplayer features, new Aniimo designs, updates to character customization, and so much more. So be sure to stick around through the video to get all caught up to speed on the new features and also to learn how you can try out the game for yourself. Plus, please go ahead and shine the lovely like button if you are excited for Aniimo to let me know, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel with your notifications on so you don't miss out on any Aniimo content. Otherwise, without any further ado, let's get right into it. For those who may be unfamiliar, Aniimo is a creature-catching open-world RPG, and honestly, the map in the first beta was already huge, but we are taking a look at some new regions and Aniimos that were revealed. So first we have Driftwise Meadow, which is a high-altitude region that will be explorable in the next beta test. It seems like here the emotions of Aniimo can actually impact the environment. They sort of hinted that, if some Aniimo cry, then flowers might bloom in that area, just as one example. So I think this is such a neat idea. And Aniimo who aren't typically from this region can also be affected by the area and become emotional themselves. So here you can find Fentuft, who's always happy and cheers up everyone around them. Super cute. Plus a new form for Nimby, an Aniimo we had seen previously, their emotional form, who loves to use shady clouds to hide themselves. Another new location revealed is called Sandcastle Hill, featuring caverns, mushrooms, geysers, heated minerals, and lava fissures. Here you can find Kozite, a hardworking Aniimo who loves to build and carry things, Pebbline, who has a special skill of searching for minerals, Lavazar, who apparently literally eats rocks, and also Magmarex, with all of these Aniimo living together in harmony. The final new location revealed was Zephyrus Land Bridge, featuring a river valley, a pine forest with immaculate autumn vibes, and a mysterious tower covered in thorns. Here you can find the Pomegg Aniimo, hiding in trees or their own eggshells, who apparently love to host concerts, specifically, and Cubbo, who is always sleepy and instantly grumpy when woken up. Cubbo is so adorable. Another new Aniimo reveal is Echo, which was actually designed in response to players' requests for a bat-based critter. Their huge ears make them very sound sensitive, which means they can actually tell you how far away and from which direction sound is coming from, which is great for adventuring. Then we have a Reefish, which is a fish hidden under coral, who is described as a crybaby with a strong bite, and Melangel, who hides behind a cheerful smile to trick their enemies, and will also eat everything when they get hungry. This little pink bird-like Aniimo named Falu was also revealed, this little guy named Cheeky, and Boldus, a new branching evolution for a previously revealed Aniimo. And those were just the Aniimo that they actually formally introduced. There are so many more new ones scattered throughout the presentation and the trailers. Apparently there are even more regions to discover, each with their own unique ecology and those new Aniimo, which of course will all be catchable in the game. You will also be able to twine with them, which essentially means that you become and play as those Aniimo, taking on their unique abilities to use in exploration, puzzle solving, combat, and more. I'd love to hear which of the newly revealed Aniimo is your favorite, or maybe the most relatable. It's so hard to pick. As a little bonus, they also shared the winner from their previous codev contest, where Pathfinders could submit their own designs for a chance to have that Aniimo actually implemented in the game, which is so cool. The team shared that it was super difficult to settle on a winner with all the talent in the community. However, ultimately, this adorable penguin-inspired Aniimo was the winner. I absolutely love this one. They will also be hosting a second round of this codev contest, so if you missed out on the first phase, definitely stay tuned. We also got to learn more about the story of Aniimo, which seems to revolve around an Aniimo called Aurelia. This is the first legendary Aniimo that will be in the next closed beta test, who was born with the ability to distinguish colors and absorb them to be combined in beautiful ways. On Aurelia's search for something called Prismana, the world of Idle started to actually lose its color. So to protect Idle, Aurelia gave its colors to the world, but fell into an endless sleep. So it seems like it will be up to us Pathfinders to get to the bottom of this incident and hopefully save Aurelia. It's definitely nice to learn more about the overarching story in the game and the apparent stakes. We did get a little glimpse into the lore behind the world in the previous beta, which, just as an aside, I will have an entire Aniimo playlist with my gameplay and some helpful videos linked in the description for your reference, so definitely go check that out to learn and see even more. Next, let's talk about newly revealed features for multiplayer before going over the very exciting new home features. The main newly revealed multiplayer feature is the Egg Heist game mode, where players will team up in groups of 3 and arrive by egg boat to Lost Isle. Here, players will navigate through Lost Sanctums to uncover all sorts of treasures and Aniimo eggs, which are protected by guardians to keep them safe, including some new Aniimo types that are called Darklers. These can affect you and your team members in different ways, so you'll have to stay vigilant. There will also be the chance for a mysterious and super rare egg to appear under certain conditions, which only one team can bring home. And when you touch this egg, you actually become the egg and have to bring it back to your boat without another team stealing it. So there's some cooperative and competitive elements here, but if you'd like to just loot treasure, regular eggs, collect special Aniimo, and leave, you can also do that. So there are options for casual players as well. Next, the Hollow Battle Sim is also getting a multiplayer mode called Hollow Battle Interlink. So players can work together in groups of 4 to approach this challenge mode strategically in exchange for rewards. This is totally optional and a separate game mode from the main game, but it's nice to see there will be lots of different options for us to engage with the game when we're playing with friends. Now on to the Homeland feature, which also has the option for multiplayer experiences. So first up, we have the all-new RV Homeland, where both us, the Pathfinders, and our Aniimo can rest. We will each have our own customizable RV with our Aniimo in it, and we can set up at RV parks to meet other Pathfinders. However, the RV also serves as the entrance to our private homeland, where we can create our very own cozy homestead. There are all kinds of crops to grow, and the Aniimo can help out with planting, watering, and harvesting. There will also be lots of awesome looking decorations that we can position and combine to really make the space our own. And they've also blended the workshop feature, so elements of production, with playful amusement facilities for the Aniimo to enjoy. So for example, this carousel is actually a mill, and if you want it to work, some effort is necessary. So you can go on the carousel yourself to power it. You could also have the Aniimo go on it for it to run faster, and apparently you can also enjoy it with your friends in multiplayer. So you can invite your friends over to your homestead and enjoy activities together. They also showed off this loom, which is combined with a Ferris wheel, but it looks like there are tons more of these amusement workshop hybrids, which will each produce a variety of goods. I absolutely love this idea. I think it makes production just so much more fun. It gets the Aniimo involved as well as your friends, and I cannot wait to try out these new features. Next, the team shared some exciting updates about Astra, new outfits, upgraded NPCs, and character customization. So first up, Astra, which is the overarching social hub, is now more rich and vibrant than ever after receiving some serious upgrades. I honestly already thought it looked amazing and was so fun to explore. This is separate from the main world of Idle, and unlike Idle, where you're exploring on your own with your Aniimo, Astra is a shared space, or at least it was in the first beta. Apparently, there are a ton more stores that have been added with Aniimo designs on offer, and these will be open and accessible, so here we can do some shopping. They've also improved many of the existing outfits, which again, I already thought looked amazing, but they've also added more outfits, including some more casual styles inspired by the summer. Many of the outfits are also inspired by specific Aniimo, which I absolutely love, and they shared that there will be even more outfits than what they've shown here in the next closed beta, so I cannot wait to discover every single one. I love the fits. Also, in the next beta, there will be some more beautiful, cute, and cool accessories for the Aniimo themselves, all of which can be freely applied to various parts of the Aniimo's body, adjusted and scaled at will. This is a system that I just started interacting with in the last beta before it ended, so I can't wait to dive deeper into the Aniimo customization in the next. They've also optimized how the NPCs looked in the world. It did seem like some of the NPCs were placeholders in the last beta, and I did notice that the lighting was very harsh when interacting with them. So it does look like they've addressed that and made them look like so much more polished polished and so lovely. I love the variety of character designs that we're seeing here. They've also made adjustments to the Pathfinder creation, making significant adjustments apparently to the character model customization. And they've also added more custom makeup presets, which honestly, if it wasn't already clear enough, this tells me that the team is not settling with any of the implemented game mechanics, because my expectations were so exceeded for the character creation when I played the last beta. So to know that they're still refining and polishing it and fine-tuning it is incredible. If you'd like to see a showcase of the previous version's Pathfinder creation, I'll have that linked in the description for you as well, so you can get an idea of all the different tools that we're working with when creating our own character. The team has also updated the minimum system requirements for playing the game, which will apply to the next closed beta test. So you can check this out to see if you meet the minimum requirements now that they have been reduced after further optimizations. Finally, the big question: how can you play Aniimo for yourself? Well, the date has been set for the second closed beta test, and it is just around the corner on January 23rd. You can apply for this closed beta test on the official Aniimo website for a chance to try out the game on PC or mobile. But don't worry if you don't get a chance to play, because I will be streaming the PC version of the game on my channel on launch day. So again, once you're subscribed, turn those notifications on so you do not miss out. And there you have it, friends. That is the latest news from Aniimo, but I feel like we only scratched the surface here, so definitely stay tuned for more Aniimo content, breaking things down even further. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on the latest news. Again, your favorite new Aniimo, your thoughts on the RV parks and the homeland system, the new multiplayer additions, character customization features, anything and everything. You know I always love hearing from you. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. And until next time, take care.